everyone. Your favorite live streamer here. Boy, don't I wish. How's everybody doing? I'm at the new Wenwens, and since Wenwen moved here from next door, and Mr. Wu's moved away to the other place, it just hasn't been the same. That iconic window, you know, it's all gone. And usually there's a bunch of customers here. This is a little bit late tonight, and there's no customers out front at all here. But the other thing too was that for the longest time, this area of the neighborhood didn't have very good internet connection in it, and the internet connection has been upgraded. That is, the mobile internet has been upgraded to the point where it's actually better than her Wi-Fi coming from the third floor here. So we're at Wenwen's, and I haven't been here since I got banned from Reddit. We Are the World, and banned by a woke feminist moderator who quoted a bunch of stuff that I said. None of it is wrong, just she didn't like it. So this is where we're headed, guys. Remember, the world is what we make it. So anyway, tonight I got some Kong Ching Tsai, which is hollow vegetable, one of the great vegetables we have in Asia, and the Taiwan version is just amazing. So it's kind of late here. It's 17 minutes after 1 a.m. Place is going to be open till about 3 or 4. They have karaoke rooms going, full of karaoke ladies. And the chef, you can hear Vietnamese in the background. The chef is looking in the icebox for something. Not sure what kind of vegetable or something. Vietnamese is a language I have no knowledge of.
Yeah.
Boy, this is good. Look at this. Wok fried with garlic. Oh boy. And I'm drinking a really cheap blended whiskey. So I'm going to say hi to everyone on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm also broadcasting on Band. Let me put the two QR codes up for Taiwan Live TV, where I'm broadcasting now. And that is from my studio band, where I broadcast occasionally so I can show live streams of things like mixing or editing sessions. And I'll have some new content from the studio very soon. So there you go. And we already had one of our longtime viewers, old friends, Jim, you know who you are. Use the QR code to visit us over on Band. So welcome and thank you. So it is the first quarter moon tonight. And I admit it, I keep track of the moon. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, those are seeds. This is like a hot sauce. Oh, I gotta put some of this in here. I love hot sauces. I buy special hot sauces and copy them out. I go someplace and I meet somebody that says, sorry, I got a string in my teeth, that says, oh, we have some kind of special hot sauce around this area. I'm like, show me, where is it? I always love to try it. I put it right on these vegetables. Can't taste it yet. I need to put more on. I love spicy food. And when I used to go eat with some of my Thai friends, they would complain that the food was a little bit too spicy. Believe it or not. So I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying that I really like spicy food. So I'll put some more on there. Dean, how are you? This bump to you. Drink a little really cheap blended scotch, like a liter and a half for like $17 or something. No, $15 is like. But some whiskeys, you know, are just for drinking and hanging out. Other whiskeys are for, you know, different type of appreciation. So let's see what this tastes like with that hot sauce on it. It's not there yet. Gotta put some more on. Boy. I have some hot spice, we call it la jiao in Chinese. I have some Thai style la jiao, and it has lime in it, and boy, there's garlic and lime with these hot peppers, and boy is it nice. And it's not, in my opinion, too spicy. It's too spicy for my daughter, but she's actually doing pretty well handling spicy foods and learning it, because, you know, it's an acquired taste, right? You can't just wake up one day, hey, you know, you guys remember Wenwen? She's over here, but Wenwen, 等一下哈，你来，说你好 ，OK？ 好，so I just said in a little while, come over and say hi. She said okay. She's eating right now, so. She made some kind of big bowl of stuff. Actually, Wenwen, I think, is a pretty good cook. Wenwen has made a couple things for me when I've been here. She'll ask me, did I want something special? I go, yeah. She'll cook up something really cool. Okay, now I can taste the flavor of those peppers now. But it's not really spicy yet. But it does get you in the throat because of the acid. Oh yeah, that's nice. Still, not so spicy. But you know, I don't eat hot pepper just for the heat, because I've had some hot peppers that were just ridiculous. Didn't have any flavor. Somebody gave me some hot sauce back in the States, and they said, this is really, really good. And it just felt like a battery. You know, like when you put a 9-volt battery on your tongue to see if there's any power in the battery. That's what it felt like in my tongue. There's no flavor. So this is terrible. And they're like, but it's so spicy. I said, yeah, but you know, spicy without flavors is no good. I used to really like it when, thanks for hosting, I appreciate it, Dean. I used to really like it when the peppers would be roasted. To have a certain percentage of these roasted peppers in with the fresh ones. Oh. That always did it for me. Now, Taiwan has special dishes with roasted peppers, and the skin peels right off, and they're just really amazing. I feel so lucky to be here, and that woke moderator, had over 400,000 viewers, and that woke moderator cut me off, and she just ruined it for everybody. So Reddit later. I deleted my account. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, what is over here? Let me do this and see it. Put my hand up here. Livestreaming.technology, because it's washed out. Livestreaming.technology is it's a forum for live streaming technology, and for users and for content creators and those who are interested in, yes, right here, those who are interested in live. Here, I'm just going to put it down here. Well, actually, no, I can't, because that's where the comments are. Let me put it right there. Those who are interested in such technology. And Dean has the highest viewed topic on livestreaming.technology. It's really quite amazing. Broke 1,000 views. And the funny thing is it has to do with HAPS. People are livid over HAPS. Some of them. Because they feel that HAPS used them to get to a certain point. And then when they got the investment money, when they decided to switch gears and do something completely different, they left people kind of hanging in the lurch. So, yeah. Dean also has the distinct honor of having the second highest viewed topic on livestreaming.technology, and it's also about HAPS. And we have a new user, and I don't know if it's Mr. or Ms., but I'm assuming it's for no good reason. It's he. Calls himself disabled. So disabled, I'm sorry you're disabled, but I'm really glad you found our forum. I'm disabled yesterday or the day before, anyway. Very recently made a pretty scathing post on livestreaming.technology about HAPS. So for once, it's not me, it's not Dean, yeah, and she or he was saying that a lot of people feel duped, and I was like, wow. So I started a topic, and you can vote. And I'm not making any accusations, and I make that really, really clear. But some people, I have heard the phrase fraud being thrown about. I didn't say that. Somebody else did. But I wrote about it, and I said, I started a topic asking the question, should HAP users instigate a class action suit against HAPS? And it's a poll, so you're welcome to take the poll and just say what you think. So last time I checked, there's only 2 votes. But to find out which way it's going, you're going to have to visit livestreaming.technology. There, it's the same thing. Yep. Who knows? Maybe the poll will become one of the highest viewed topics. I doubt it. Now, over there, I spy some beautiful apples. MJ loves some apples. I'm going to ask Wenwen if those are available for you. Wenwen, Wenwen, 请问你苹果可以吃吗？苹果可以吃吗？好，4个100。好 ，OK， 给我吃，给我4个好不好？OK。Okay, so they are 4 for 100 NT, and 100 NT is $3. And this is what they look like. They're actually very big. So I got 4 of them. So I'm going to eat at least one. Now I have my alcohol wipes because it might be pesticides or something, and who knows. But these are the ethanol wipes, so they're perfectly safe on things like cutlery or drinking glasses or even food. As long as you let it evaporate, you're not going to worry about it. But I'm going to go ahead and clean these off. See what comes off. Okay, it's all nice and shiny. I'm going to let it. Oh boy! Now I love this hollow vegetable, but it does leave strings. It's a stringy vegetable. It is hollow, just like it says. It's kind of like spinach is hollow, but it's even more prominently hollow than that. So, let's try this. Oh. I love this. It's a little bit sour. Oh my goodness. Wow. So as many of you know, a couple of weeks ago, part of my quest I bought a Panasonic Arc 5 wet dry razor, electric razor. It's got 5 heads on it, and it is arguably the closest shaving electric razor in the world. But with 5 heads moving across your skin, later iterations of the Arc 5 have added like a comfort roller, and even one version had 2 comfort rollers. Mine doesn't have the comfort rollers. But as long as you use a high quality shaving cream or a gel, you can get, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, as close as you can with a cartridge or double-edged razor, which is astonishing for an electric razor. Now here's the thing. I've been experimenting with different shaving creams. I've tried the Schick, not the gel, but the shaving cream in a tube. It's like really mentholy. I put it on, it was ice cold. It was pretty good. So far, the best that I found is Brickell. But I also have a big jar of moisturizer. And you know how they have these hair care products that apparently were designed for veterinary purposes, like for equestrian care, like for horses. Now I have this moisturizer called horse oil. it's one of those. It's a skin moisturizer, and boy, it does wonders. But it's really slippery. And the whole point of like a pre-shave or pre-shave oil, lotion, or shaving cream is to do two things. The first thing it does is it's supposed to puff up the whiskers and hair on your skin so they get really fat and they stand up so the razor can cut them off. And the second thing is it provides lubrication for your skin so you don't get razor burn. And I gotta tell you, this relatively inexpensive horse oil did the trick. And the whole thing about the Arc 5 is you got to let the razor do the work. And the whole point is to run it as light as you can on your skin. If you run it really super light, you don't get any razor burn, but it cuts the hair like it cuts the beard like it's incredible. Hang on one second. That's my cough switch. And so it's amazing that I discovered that I can use this skin moisturizer, and it ends up being pretty effective. So I've been really enjoying that. And like this is, I shave at night, and so I don't think you can see I've got like barely anything, and it's been 24 hours. So it's pretty amazing how close the thing is. And it's so close that if I shave at night, the next morning it's still close enough to go to the office. Truly amazing. Beats my older Braun Series 3 like by a mile. And the cool thing is a user of shavercheck.com posted a link to Amazon to a USB charger cable that will actually fit that razor. And so I bought one, and it's amazing. I can charge it from all the devices, everybody has charging stuff, right? So I can charge it, from a battery bank. And it's really amazing because it has a 3-minute charge function where you can get like a whole shave out of it with a 3-minute charge if it goes down to nothing. So now I just have to wait for the time when we can start to travel again. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be a while. And now people say, or scientists say, that there's a new virulent strain of HIV. Sounds fishy to me. Just think of everything you've heard about SARS-CoV-2 and where some people say it came from and what the components are in it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Greenland, and you're watching Taiwan Live TV with MJ Klein.
Hi everybody, you're watching Late Night with MJ Klein on Taiwan Live TV.
Well, that's interesting. I knew my audience has been falling off, but says I have 0 viewers on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. Very unusual that the normal gang hasn't shown up. It might just be because it's so late. I think that's probably the case. So, I think because it's 1:41 a.m. I think we're going to call it. Oh, just say we're going to call it a show. Hey, Walter. Respond. Yeah, it is. How are things down in Kaohsiung? Because we didn't go down there for the holiday because it's one of the, the hot spots. We don't live down there because we live in Hsinchu, but. Walter is on the ground. Yeah, Twitch wins a viewership. But that ain't saying much. Boy, this apple's amazing. You wouldn't think so, but Taiwan does grow some great apples because apples typically are a cold weather fruit, right? But we have high mountains, so. A lot of places where the weather is cool enough for it. I read yesterday that in the Central Mountain area that that coffee is the second largest crop grown in the mountains. Oh, they're not in Nancy, but yeah, yes, we're definitely in Kaohsiung, near the port. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If you thought that we would not, you're absolutely right about that. No, we decided not to. And my wife's mother said, "No, don't come down." So it's a shame because I like Kaohsiung, and I like the Argentinian restaurant called Cow on Fire. All you can eat. That's amazing. I like the Cowboy Bar in Zoying. So, hey, I need to get down there again. Need to pack my Arc 5. I mean, look at these. Amazing. All right. So I got 3 more. Boy, oh boy. So Walter, if you get a chance, you can join us on livestreaming.technology. The big discussion going on there about HAPS. And so far, Dean, who's right here in the comments, he has the highest viewed topic on the whole site. And it's about haps. Ooh. But you can talk about whatever you want with live streaming and content creation and all that, all these different platforms. But yeah, we'd love to have another Taiwanese guy. Walter, how long have you been living in Taiwan? I should actually know the answer to that question. I'm sorry, I don't. But I know you're not a newcomer here. Oh. I know. It's like, oh. And I usually like that. I usually enjoy taking my gimbal and going through and photographing it or even live streaming it. I've live streamed several, lantern festivals in the past. I remember a number of years ago, when my daughter was really young, they had it in Miaoli, and boy, that was a nice one. They had it in Hsinchu one year, excuse me, and she was even smaller. It was very different. It was really, really cold. She was in a baby carriage, and we just, but everywhere from the high-speed rail, like down into the middle of Jubei, they had this down the whole boulevard, down like Guangming Liu Road, and Guangming 6 Road was just covered with stuff. It was amazing. So. What Walter just said. I might just pay you to say that on livestreaming.technology just to chime in, for crying out loud. That's like, yeah, I know Haps is, it's, and the thing is, right, it was completely avoidable. They went full on portrait mode, and so I wrote a piece of music actually for Haps based on the Fifth Symphony, Beethoven, and I wrote the lyrics on the on the sheet music and everything, and it goes like this, because it's all portrait mode. So the Haps theme song goes like this: me, 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 me. Me 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 me. It's all about me. That's what it is. Sorry about that, but I just call it the way I see it. So that's one of my original tunes based on. Practically every big hit that's ever been written is based on something the great masters wrote. Just ask Eric Carmen. Yeah, so there you go. And we're going to fall in love again. Symphony number 2. And, I forget which piano concerto is all by myself. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of people are upset, and because they feel that they were duped, especially Periscopers, because I don't know if you know this, but Haps sent out an email that really made me not like them, and I responded to them, because when somebody sends me an email, I figure I have the right to respond to it and tell them what I think. And they said, Haps is dead, or excuse me, they said Periscope is dead, long live Haps. And I said, don't lose your audience, bring them over to Haps and stuff. And I let them have it, man. So much so that they don't send me emails anymore. I do have a livestreaming.technology account on Haps that I've never done anything on, and I never answered an email, so they don't know it's me. But Taiwan Live TV, no, I don't get any more emails from them. They took me off because I let them have it. I told them that was a very presumptuous thing to do for a live streaming platform that isn't even sophisticated enough to have synchronized chat replay and stereo and stuff. So it's like crazy. Let me read this, guy. Yeah, of course. And you know something? The thing about portrait versus landscape, even Kayvon from Periscope had to be convinced to use landscape. What the hell is wrong with these people? I mean, do you go home, do you buy a 4K 65-inch TV and set it on the end? So, first came to Taiwan in 2001. Oh yeah, civil engineer. Yeah, okay, so you're a top level guy. That's cool. I came to Taiwan for the first time in 2000 as a tourist. And then in 2002, I came back to develop some industrial connections, because I had some connections and some modest language skills and so forth. And then I moved here in 2004. But that's cool. So you worked on a high-speed rail. I missed that. My friend Mark Archie told me that he saw this machine. It was kind of like something out of the Transformers. He saw the big machine that was casting the bed for the high-speed rail. I'm talking about it's a big extrusion. It's a concrete extrusion, and it would like set it down and then make the other one and set the next one down. And the way he described it, he said it was like a Japanese monster movie. Of watching this incredible machine assemble the high-speed rail. So I'm going to take this off because this is no longer. Let's see if I. Oh, there we go. It's not relevant, but it was for a while. Yeah. So that's cool. Civil engineering. Wow. So I hope you're still working as a civil engineer. I hope that as an engineer you're not like teaching English. Hope not. But everybody thinks that if you're a foreigner, so-called, here in Taiwan, that you must teach English, right? And I've had some really interesting encounters with Taiwan people about this, because one time you guys have seen my bush hat, my legendary bush hat I'm not wearing tonight. I was in downtown Hukou with my bush hat on and wearing a bush shirt, and this Taiwanese woman comes up to me on her scooter, and she's like, beep beep with her, and she says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Okay, how are you?" And she's like, "You don't remember me?" I go, "No." And it's funny because this is when I had, a mustache and a goatee, and I looked very distinctive because people used to call me, KFC uncle. And I said, I've never met you, and she called me by this name. And I said, "That's not me." And she said to me, "I think I know my English teacher." And I gave her my business card, and I said, "Well, I don't know if you know your English teacher, but you don't know me." And she had a very, very hard time accepting that I wasn't her English teacher. And this went on for like 10 minutes. So finally I got tired of it, and I said, "Well, I got to go. I'll see you later." So within 10 minutes, I go to another place, because I'm in downtown Hukou, and I went to the day market, and I'm at this place, and they're selling, this fresh made Chinese, Taiwanese style sausage. It's amazing, the Taiwan sausage they have here, right? And and the guy starts saying, "Oh, long time no see," and I've never been there before. I said, "Well, likewise, I've never been here." He's like, yeah, I know you and blah, blah, blah. And then he admitted to me, he said, this is funny, he said, "I got to tell you the truth, that all foreigners look the same to me. I can't tell the difference." And so that was pretty revealing. Oh, I got a nice little bug on my phone here. It's pretty revealing, so I was like, okay, well, thanks for being honest, but anyway. So, Wenwen's coming over, so. Wenwen, I'll go again.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, she's saying Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. 谢谢你好。Wenwen，为什么我看你就是 没有这么老，就是
有啦，
没念。
有吗？
有啊。
小小的
So I'm saying, when I look at her, she doesn't look older. I see her, she looks like she's getting younger all the time. So, 太好。现在有客人吗？He's got one. He's got one.
你吃完那个了？
对，我是一个，太好吃了。啊，现在你有开刀几店？
等下就应该等客人。
客人说了 OK， cool。OK。
小慧回来，可以记住。小慧啊，他是厨师回来的。
真的吗？哇，他们有给我们。
他大肚子了，baby，男生。
真的吗？哦，我们不知道。This is amazing news. Okay, hang on a second. 就是他们要给我们line message，我告诉我老婆。OK，他问小薇，就是来这里
8天，还有4天就回来，他隔离8天。
4天呢？
再4天呢，可能12他13他回来。
好，谢谢你。OK。So 他住哪里啊？OK， 哦，很方便，是我们的路啊，一样的。OK， this is amazing. So， 他说Wenwen是很久的客人，他们都知道你啊，对啊 ，Yeah. So this is amazing because she was telling me that our old friend who used to run the business. Okay, 谢谢你哈，拜拜。Our old friend, right? Hey, Rob, fist bump to you. Our old friend Xiao Hui, who used to run the restaurant over there, and who hosted us when we went to Thailand. If you guys remember, when my family and I went to Thailand just before the COVID outbreak in the year 2020, the first month, actually the last week of January and first week of February, when we went there, we went to the Golden Triangle, and Xiao Hui hosted us. Now, her husband's from Vietnam. She met him here, and Xiao Hui is a astute business person, has several businesses and sells real estate and has a couple of shops at the Golden Triangle, which we went to right on the border with Myanmar. So here's the thing. Xiao Hui also has a house on the same street as us. And what Wenwen was saying was that Xiao Hui is coming back in 4 days, and her stomach is big with another baby. She got a baby boy coming, so like, wow, that's like big news. So she's coming back here. I don't know. She may. Well, I figure she may be coming back to Taiwan to have the baby in Taiwan because Taiwan medical is like sky high. It's great. So Xiao Hui is a very interesting person because she was born in Myanmar, escaped to Thailand, acquired Thai citizenship, speaks Thai fluently, but she's ethnically Chinese, grew up speaking Chinese, and so all ethnically Chinese people can get Taiwanese citizenship because they're called what we call Zhonghua. So that's like Chinese, ethnically Chinese, as opposed to like China, if you know what I'm saying. It's a person with Chinese DNA, let's just say that, who's not necessarily a citizen of China. And so she has Taiwan citizenship too. And anyway, so they've been living in Thailand and doing pretty well. And so now she's coming back to Taiwan. So I'm going to tell my wife when I get back to the house if she's still awake. That's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be cool to see her. So she'll be on the same street. And of course, she's a big fan of my daughter Phoenix. So Rob, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And hopefully you got a chance to see Wenwen say hi for a minute there. So I asked her, I said, how late are you going to be open to, open for, we say to, like, until in Chinese. And she said, well, it's up to the customer is basically what she said. And so because I was asking her, because it's kind of late. It's getting close to 2 a.m. Yeah, it's 1:59 a.m. here, so it's almost 2 a.m. And so I asked her if she had a customer. She's got one customer, she said, but I don't know if that means one room or literally one customer, because I don't think they, I mean, usually in these rooms they have, 10 people or 15 people. But with the current situation, we're not in the hot spot, so we don't have the same restrictions that Kaohsiung and Taoyuan and parts of Taipei have, because we don't have any infectious clusters here in this part of Taiwan, so thank goodness for that. So I'm drinking some cheap whiskey, and I bought these apples. Now, the interesting thing is, looking at these apples, these are really great. But I didn't look at the label. So now I feel stupid because I was talking about Taiwan apples. And how Taiwan has great fruit, which it does. These are Fiji apples. If you look really close, it says USA. These are imported from the States. So there you go. I wish they would import Williams electric shave from the States. I have been unable to find any. There's two things I can't find here. Unless I buy them online from ordinary citizens who have imported them into the country. And there's no store that I've ever been to in Taiwan that has either an electric razor pre-shave lotion like electric shave or something like that, or any kind of aftershave. It's amazing. I guess the guys here are so macho, they just, they do a Hancock and, shave like that. It's pretty crazy. So tonight, my family and I went to the movies, and we saw Moonfall. You guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the previews to that. They had the first 5 minutes of the film on YouTube, and I showed it to Phoenix, and she loved it because she likes space stuff, And then tonight, Mommy was talking about the different movies that they were looking. She and Phoenix were looking, at movies. And Mommy said Moonfall just started. She's like, let's go. So we went and saw it tonight, and boy, it is like. You guys saw the movie 2012, where the Earth goes haywire and tries to break up, and the surface is all, splits apart and stuff, and the continents reform, and the oceans reform, and then they have all these arcs that save mankind. I mean, I figure it's not a spoiler by now. It came out, in 2012. Moonfall makes 2012 look like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I mean, it takes a twist. Let me just say this. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but the other thing too, it's a Chinese co-production. And I will tell you this right away, because if you're gonna watch the movie and you watch the opening credits, you'll go, oh crap. Oh, it's got two Chinese executive producers. This is the Meg on the moon, right? This is what I'm thinking. This is because the Meg was ridiculous. If it wasn't for Jason Statham, the movie would have been a total loss. Because it's just, you guys saw the Meg. I like the concept. I like the idea. But it was just, anyway. They've toned it down. They use a Chinese spacecraft. And there is I was waiting for it. There's got to be a Chinese hero somewhere in the movie, and there is. But it wasn't the over-the-top kind of thing it was in the Meg, so they've toned it down a little bit. They must have listened to the critical acclaim. But I don't want to give anything away, but see, I thought that when I saw the first, 5 minutes that are available on YouTube, that it was some kind of a natural event that happened on the moon that caused the moon to just fall into the earth. And I thought it would be all about, falling to the earth and maybe doing something to, who knows what kind of crazy ideas to try to, push it back into orbit. But it's way more complicated than that and gets into a whole bunch of really interesting things. You guys just aren't going to believe it. And a couple of times, I mean, it's kind of, in some respects, kind of the same old story, but you don't realize it's the same old story until you are far into the film, and by then it's okay. And they did a really credible job doing it. So, Bernardo, this bump to you. So, you know, it's not a spectacular film. I mean, the special effects are out of this world, of course, and the audio, and of course I wear earplugs because it is just way too loud. I wear earplugs in every movie because I got to protect my hearing. But the special effects are amazing. You know, the soundtrack is fantastic, and all the, you know, the sound effects and everything. It's a typical. It will not disappoint. If you like disaster films, it will not disappoint. Because one of my favorites was you know, The Day After Tomorrow, and the destruction scenes in this film are of a greater intensity than The Day After Tomorrow, which is actually pretty amazing. The Day After Tomorrow was quite an accomplished film. Same with 2012, because the thing is, the only thing I'll tell you is that the moon does come very close to Earth, and it does some pretty destructive things. And it's really interesting to see how the gravity between the two bodies interacts. So, if you like science fiction, you like, you know, big budget disaster films, Moonfall's definitely going to be on your list. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I got to call it a night. It is 2:07 in the morning. Thank you so much, you guys. I came on kind of late because I had a video call with my aging mother, and she's not doing too well. And so I'm going to try to call her again tomorrow and see how she's doing. But so I was kind of, you know, engaged with other things, but that's how it goes. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, appreciate the follow, appreciate everything, and love all you guys. Fist bump to all of you guys, everyone who joined. Thank you so much. Oh, I see. Walter, I think that's fantastic. I think it's fantastic. And why don't you send me an email? Because, you know, I work as an engineer too. You can send me an email at latenight@taiwanlive.tv. And who knows, you know, we might be able to figure out how to make some money. Because, you know, I have a trading company and all that stuff. So, yeah. Bernardo, long time follower. He's in Germany right now. Yeah, so there you go. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. And my family name is Klein, of course, but I don't speak German. But I mean, I can read that. So everybody knows a little bit, right? 881, yeah, Walter's Taiwanese. 881. Let me just explain it real quick. 881, it's so funny. I haven't seen that for a while. In Chinese, 8 is pronounced ba, and 1 is pronounced e. So when you put it together, it's ba-ba-e. So it's like saying bye-bye. Ba-ba-e, 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 ba-ba-e. So there you go. You guys take care. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Taiwan Live TV. Take care. Here comes the big finger. Bye-bye. That was great. Thank you and good night.